Hey, this is Charmaine Ironside, Love Your Way Light Transformation Coach. And in this video, I want to share with you how love can and will allow you to reach your goals for your body 1,000 times more powerfully, more joyfully, and faster than trying to use criticism, negativity, fear, deprivation, all that stuff, which is what most people are doing. So I've got my love reminder. I actually keep this up on my shelf here because I so believe that love is the key for everything, really. And so let me explain that a little bit. So most people, and you might be able to agree with this, and I was there for about 20 years, use negativity to fuel us. So we think, I don't want to look ugly in that dress on that day, maybe my wedding day, or maybe, another friend's wedding or my kid's wedding. I don't want to look bad, so I'm going to eat healthy and I'm going to exercise and I'm going to do all this stuff. So we're using fear to motivate us. Or another thing would be like stepping on the scale and feeling totally disappointed in the number and then saying, I can't be this fat, I can't be this weight, and using that, what you don't want, to motivate you. So that's kind of what most people are doing. And so I want to share how love has actually allowed me and tons of my clients to shift from struggling and yo-yoing with their weight and roller coastering with their results to actually just joyfully attaining what they want for their body and keeping it. So I want to share this quick story because it really powerfully illustrates how my journey started and how I realized that this self-critical way of living my life was not only miserable and making me miserable, it was also keeping me from my goals for my body. So I was at a birth course. It was a little bit hippie, woo-woo, I say. Sometimes I describe it like that. It was these beautiful women who were helping us prepare for a really empowered birth. And so one of our exercises was to do with our bodies. And the instructor said, what is the first word that comes to your mind when you think about your body? And so we thought for a minute, and then they went around the circle and asked people what they thought. And the first thing I thought is, I can't say that out loud. And you might be wondering what my word was. And I'm wondering what your word is. So as I ask you this, when you think of your physical body, what is the first word that comes to mind? You don't have to edit it. There's no wrong or right answer. And so back then, my word, when it came around to me, I was like, maybe I should change it, but I decided, no, I'm going to play along. And so I said it. I said, F-A-T, fat. And I remember thinking, something is really, really wrong with this picture. And a lot of things flooded in that moment. Memories of the past, memories of being on stage at fitness competitions in my slimmest body and thinking I was still fat. Memories of being at the pinnacle of my snowboard career on the Olympic level and, 187, 190 pounds. I climbed up pretty high and I was the overweight athlete and I called myself fat then. I didn't see the strength that I had. I didn't see the talent that I had. All I saw was a fat body. I remember, even at my lowest weight, I still thought I was fat. Even at my highest weight, when I, was competing with snowboarding, I still thought I was fat. I was 11 years old when I first started thinking I was fat. And at that point in time, I did not have a weight struggle. And so the point of the story is, in that moment, I got to have my aha moment. And I realized if I can't love myself right now at whatever the heck weight I am, pushing 200 pounds, while I'm growing a baby, if I can't love myself now, I'll probably never love myself. And that kind of hit me like a ton of bricks. And I started crying and I thought, oh my gosh, because these other women, by the way, they had said words like fertile, goddess, beautiful, strong, and all I could think, despite what my body was doing, of this miracle that it was doing, all I could think was fat. And that seemed pretty sad to me in that moment. And so, over all the years at all the weights, I've yo-yoed hundreds of pounds, between 125 and 200 pounds. I've yo-yoed hundreds of pounds in my life. No matter how small I got, no matter how big I got, it was always, my definition was fat. And I was so mean to myself. I used fear and I used criticism and I used shaming to try to change. And so I want you to think about that. And so what's fascinating is that day, I said to myself, I'm not going to tolerate this anymore. And I actually started to shift and start to think about, how would I talk to my baby? How would I talk to a little girl about her body? And how, it gives me goosebumps because I have a 3-year-old and she's the most amazing kid. And I would never in a million years say the things that I said to myself for 20 years of my life to her. And so I want you, that's my first tool for you. I want you to start to think, every time you have a thought about your body that's not kind, I want you to check yourself and say, would I say that to my best friend? Would I say that to a little girl? Would I say that to my daughter, my niece, whoever? And if the answer is no, you deserve better. And I deserved better. And so I made a vow that day that I was no longer going to call myself fat. It was just not going to happen anymore. And so there's a lot of research and it's proven that what you think about is what you get in your life. So if you think that you're fat and you want to be skinny, but all you think about is how fat you are, you're going to stay stuck. So that's one reason to shift your words, okay? So instead of talking about where I was and what I hated about my body and my belly and my arms and I started focusing on what I did want. So that was a huge thing for me. So I want you to start to think about, what is the vision for yourself at your best that's going to pull you forward from a loving place, rather than, I just can't look gross in that dress in 2 months or on that beach vacation. Because this is not going to motivate you long term. If you want to transform your body joyfully and keep what you get, which that sounds pretty good, you get to choose to motivate yourself with a loving desire. So that's really, the way I started was I just made a choice. I made the choice of all choices that I was not going to wait anymore until I got the perfect body in order to be happy. And this is the great lie of our generation, of our society. The lie is, once I get fit, skinny, slim, rich, famous, popular, noticed, appreciation, career goals, once I get this, then I can be happy, then I can love myself. And I'm not sure who says this quote, but it says, if you wait until you're thin to love and respect yourself, you will never love and respect yourself. So this is a little bit, sometimes I lose people here. And I just want you to think for yourself, is it true that when you get your goal for your body that you'll be happy? Most people on the superficial say, yes, I just need to lose 20 pounds and then I'll be happy. I just need to lose 100 pounds, then I'll be happy. Or I just need to lose 5 pounds, then I'll be happy. Or I just need to fit into my old pants and then I'll be happy. Or I just need to get this career goal and then I'll be happy. And it goes on and on. And the truth is, if you really ask yourself, is that true? It's not. Because I'm sure, just like me, at my lowest weight on stage at a fitness competition, showing off my muscles, no body fat, very little body fat, I still wasn't happy. I was miserable, in fact, because I was seeking for validation outside of myself. I was just totally lost. I did not love myself. And so no matter how good I looked, I didn't even feel good. I didn't even know that because I didn't love myself. And so I just want you to remember that that's the biggest lie of our lifetime. And most people buy into it, and you don't have to anymore. It's not when I get fit or when I get healthy or when I get whatever, then I'll be happy. It's I get to be happy now. I get to choose to love myself now. I get to choose to have it all now. And that love and that happiness and that passion is going to give me the energy to transform. So a lot of people think, well, if I love myself now, I'm not going to have any motivation to change. And that's a lie, okay? So love is 1,000 times more powerful to motivate change than fear and hate and criticism. And so if you can just shift this for yourself. Number one, I want you to start noticing your thoughts. Like you've got a tape recorder in your mind, and every time you hear a nasty thought about yourself, You say, I am no longer willing to tolerate that kind of wording or that kind of language. And then you shift it. I love to say the word cancel 3 times. So I might say something like, oh, Charmaine, your thighs look fat. You need to go change your pants. And then I would say, cancel, cancel, cancel. Charmaine, your thighs look strong. You look great. Now let's get going. And I would do that. And honestly, when I first started doing this work a few years ago, maybe it was 100 times a day I would have to say cancel, 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 and reframe the thought. But guess what? 4 or 5 years later, where I sit today, I love my body. And you could say, yeah, it's easy for you because you got a fit body. Well, I could find a million things that are wrong with my body if I chose to. I could tell you about the cellulite on my butt and the weakness I have in my left foot and the nerve pain that I have and the eyebrow issues, and I could go on and on if I wanted to, but I don't choose to do that. I choose to focus on the love and what's going right and use that to pull me forward. And guess what? I have goals, I have desires for my body that keep me going, that keep me excited, but they pull me. They don't push me away from the pain, they pull me. So that's what I wanted to share with you. Love is the way. And everything you've probably tried in the past has been from a place of deprivation, of shame, of feeling not enough, of not being able to trust yourself and only giving your power to other people. And my approach, it's called the Love Your Way Light approach, is all about you and just finding that deep love for yourself and pulling the answers out of you because you have all the answers. So I have a beautiful program, a package. It's called Love Your Way Light Transformation Package. It's beautiful. You get my 6-week Love Your Way Light course. You get text from me. You get personalized coaching from me. And so I posted the link about this program in the description box here on YouTube. And if you would like to subscribe to my YouTube channel, you'll get notifications when I send out new content. I've got a lot of great how-tos, a lot of great tools to shortcut and make your journey to body transformation way more joyful. Does that sound good? So make sure to subscribe to my channel. Check out the package if you're really ready to change your life. I've made it a fraction of the price that it's valued at, and I would love to work with you because love is the way. And all you need is someone like me who actually can show you the way from a place of love. I've been there, I've done that. I've been in the fitness and wellness industry as a trainer and a nutritionist and a wellness coach for 10 years. I've had my own struggles, so I've learned so much from that. I've had the best coaches in the world help teach me this, so I want to impart that on you so that you can save so many years of pain and struggle, and you deserve this. Loving your way light is absolutely the most beautiful, powerful way to get what you want for your body and keep it and enjoy the journey. So I look forward to seeing you in the program. Click the link below. Have a most beautiful day, and I'd love to hear from you soon.